Welcome to the LongBox Paradox, part of the Comic Shop News Network, and today we're going to be going over some of the new releases scheduled to ship on October 2nd. I'm going to be using the Previews World shipping this week list from Diamond Distribution, so sometimes I won't have all of the covers that are shipping, especially the ratio variants, so if I'm missing a few, you just have to kind of bear with me on this and kind of do your own research too. But you know, most of the spec sites will let you know what's coming out if you're following them. So starting with Image Comics, we have Birthright number 40, starting a new story arc. End of the story arc. A very good series. I'm a Josh Williamson fan. I've probably said that a million times. Definitely worth checking out. At least the first trade to see, because if you don't like the first trade, you're probably not going to like the rest of the series. We have Copra number 1, written in art by Michael Fife. Kind of all over the place with Michael Fife. His Bloodstrike series he did was kind of my second introduction to him. The art kind of takes a lot of getting used to. Kind of one of those well-loved writer artists and creators. Might be worth checking out. If nothing else, maybe buy it and stash it. It's a number 1 from Image. We also have Dead Eyes number 1, which was formerly Dead Rabbit. Dead Rabbit was interesting. It's Jerry Duggan with art by John McCrea. You might recognize John McCrea from the old DC series by Garth Ennis, Hitman. I really actually liked this series. It was very interesting, and it abruptly ended because of some legal issues with the name Dead Rabbit. The bad thing about this is the issue contains previously published material, so keep that in mind when you're buying it. The book that's a favorite of mine, Die number 8 comes out. We had 2 bombshells in the last 2 issues. The 2 issues ago, we found out that Ash had a child while in the world of Die, and then last issue, we revealed that the husband of said child, or the father of said child, is a vampire on that world. 2 covers on this. The A cover by Hans, which is probably the one I'm picking up, and the B cover by Simonetti. Interesting cover. I gravitate towards the Hans ones more. Man-Eaters number 12 comes out. The C cover says Handbook for the Revolution. I kind of really like. This is one of those series, though. It's very divisive. It's just so weird. I've kept reading it. Manifest Destiny is back after a rather lengthy hiatus. Starting a new story arc. Interesting story. Go back and get the trades if you haven't read it, especially the first one, to kind of... It's Lewis and Clark in a weird world. Nomen Omen number 1 of 15 comes out. I'm pretty much only picking this up for the C cover, which is Becky Cloonan, and I'm a huge Becky Cloonan fan. I've probably said this before. Sea of Stars number 4 comes out. I'm still behind on this. I'm still picking it up just because I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not, because I'm still behind on it. Space Bandits number 4 of 5 comes out. Mark Miller, Matteo Scalera. The C cover, the Legends variant, is by Klaus Janson. So I'll be picking that one up. For those of you who wait for the Walking Dead graphic novels, the Walking Dead Compendium number 4 comes out, and I believe that's the one that ends the series. Also, Wicked and Divine trade paperback volume 9 comes out. Great series. Definitely worth picking up all the trades if you haven't read them before. As now we're on to Dark Horse, Berserker Unbound number 3. Basically, I'm mainly picking this up because of Dustin Nguyen B cover. Grendel Devil's Odyssey number 1 by Matt Wagner. Love the whole Grendel cycle, the mythology of Grendel. Go back and pick up the omnibuses if you have a chance, especially the Hunter Rose ones. The Christine Spar one's good too. There's a lot of bad storylines in between, but there's some real standouts as well. No One Left to Fight number 4 or 5 comes out. I finally caught up on No One Left to Fight. Fantastic series. Pick it up if you have the chance. IDW Publishing, we have Kanto number 5 of 6. One of the series that snuck up on me and has pretty much the speculator market buzzing for a while. And now we're on to DC Comics. First thing I am looking at is Batman number 251 Facsimile Edition. It's Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil, and one of those iconic covers. It's the Joker's 5-Way Revenge. Then we have Batman number 80. The deceased variant is the one that I would pick up. It's Matina. Now for the interiors, it's like a double whammy of bad here, because I don't want to trash the artist, but it's John Romita Jr. And the one thing that's been constant for this Batman series is having standout artists, at least, to kind of get me through the bad writing. So now we have bad writing and art that sometimes makes me want to slam my head into a wall. A little frustrating. But again, I'm here for the train, the car crash quality of this. Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, number 6 of 6. The series has been kind of all over the place. There are people that love it. I don't think I'm one of those people. It's just kind of there. Deceased number 5 of 6 comes out. The cardstock horror variant is the La Llorona, the Curse of La Llorona homage cover. It's probably the best of them. Previews, unfortunately, did not show what the Josh Middleton cover looks like. The Matina cover I feel like I've seen before. It's just kind of okay. Deathstroke 48. The Ed Benes A cover is a standout. I really like it. Kind of missing Ed Benes art more. Doom Patrol Weight of the Worlds number 4 is out. Kind of lost its luster for me. The Doom Patrol, when it first came out, I was really into it. This run, not as much. We have Doomsday Clock hardcover part 1 coming out. Honestly, I kind of feel like it's a waste to put it out in 2 parts. Just put it out as one giant graphic, as one giant trade. But they're doing what they're doing. They're going to double and triple milk this. Dreaming number 14 is out. I've been liking it. Yannick Paquette cover is great. Green Lantern number 12. Two covers. The Liam Sharp A cover, I think I'm leaning more towards, because the Riley Rossmo Deceased covers just don't do it for me. Justice League number 33, staying away from the Deceased covers. I'm just going to stick with the regular Francis Manipool on this. Legion of Superheroes Millennium number 2. Brian Hitch B variant is the one for me. Lois Lane is one that I'm kind of in between on both covers. The Mike Perkins A cover is great because one features the question on it. The Manuela Lupacchino B variant, I like it, but again, the Deceased thing, kind of like beating a dead horse. We have Young Justice number 9. The B variant by Nick Bradshaw is kind of okay. The A cover by Timms is also just kind of okay. Nothing really calling to me on this. And then we have from Marvel Comics Absolute Carnage Immortal Hulk. The big surprise from the last issue of Absolute Carnage is Carnage took over Bruce Banner and turned into the Immortal Hulk. We have Bizarre Adventures number 1. Interesting creators on this. Becky Cloonan's in it. There's a Carlos Pacheco A cover to it. I'm kind of gravitating towards it. Plus, it's a nice little horror book. Black Cat number 5, J. Scott Campbell cover, and Dodson. I am all in on this Dodson cover. It's Mary Jane Watson month, and I really like the Dodsons on this one. Champions number 10. I'm pretty sure I think I'm getting near the end of getting this series. It's just not very good. That's sad because I like Jim Zub, but I kind of feel like it's a rinse, wash, repeat plot line in it, and it's not for me. Contagion number 1. My first take on seeing it is, well, DC's doing something with zombies, so fuck it, let's do our own. I do like that it has Ben Grimm on the cover. Unfortunately, the cover artist is not the greatest, but I do like Possessed Moloids. And then we have Daredevil number 12. The Tedesco cover I like. The Mary Jane cover, it's Amanda Conner, so Amanda Conner fans might pick it up. I just didn't really like it that much. And a slipcase I wish I had the money for, but I do not. Daredevil by Frank Miller, box slipcase trade paperback set. It's got everything in it. It's $250. It's got Elektra Assassin, Elektra Lives Again, just everything. Doctor Strange number 20. I'm going to get the Immortal cover, wraparound cover, because it's by Peach Momoko, and I really enjoy the art and how it looks. And Fantastic Four number 15. We have a J. Scott Campbell Mary Jane variant. Fantastic Four has not had exactly what I'd call the greatest covers, so I'll probably pick this up. Future Foundation number 3 comes out. I'm not really in love with this series, but the Lee Garbett Mary Jane cover was pretty interesting. Ghost Rider number 1 comes out, and I'll probably give it a try. The Raza wraparound variant, though, I feel like is the one to pick up. House of X number 6 of 6. 100% need to buy this book. I'm almost caught up. I fell behind on Powers of X a little bit. The variants I'm not in love with for this one, though. It just not doing it for me. We also have Immortal Hulk number 24. Great cover. Alex Ross does it again. Marvel Comics 1001. I can honestly probably file this under I don't really care. Old Man Quill number 10 of 12. Been an interesting series. I am a little burnt out on the Old Man, Old Lady books, but this one in particular I thought was good. Punisher number 16. Matthew Rosenberg's run on it, especially with Hunting Zemo, has been great. Runaways number 25 is out, and I have not been liking this run of it so far. I'm pretty close to dropping it. Savage Avengers number 6, no Diodato, and kind of not what I'd call the greatest storyline. I'm pretty close to dropping this one as well. Kim Jacinto on art. Spider-Verse number 1, I am buying for the mere reason that there is an Art Adams 8-part connecting variant. Star Wars 72, I'm just sticking with the regular Phil Noto cover. Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 37, the Greatest Moments Finn cover is the one I'll be picking up for that one. And Swordmaster number 4 has the weirdest B variant, and I think that makes me want to pick it up. And that is Swordmaster with Mary Jane on the cover by Bengal. From Dynamite Comics, Black Terror number 1, mostly picking up pretty much on the strength of the A cover by Francesco Francavilla. Everything else, though, it's Red Sonja, lots of Red Sonja, Vampirella, and that's just not something I'm too into. Boom Studios, almost this entire week is nothing but reprints. From between Once and Future 1 and 2 to Something is Killing the Children. Nothing really that's bringing me in, because there's nothing really new. So with that being said, that is the extent of the shipping this week list. At least the stuff that interests me. Even the indies this week are kind of weak. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and like, comment, share, subscribe. And later tonight, myself and Gambit will be recording our Ink Panels graphic novel book club, and it'll probably be posted tonight as well, where we're doing Spider-Man, Kraven's Last Hunt. So join us when that is posted, and should be an interesting discussion. Thanks, take care, and goodbye.